Well, one of the things I've seen over the past couple months is an interest in a tax incentive. It's actually a credit referenced as the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. This is a very important tax credit because the initiative behind it is to put American workers in certain classes back to work. A little bit about the tax credit and the industries that it's focused towards typically are going to be in the home health care services, so medical services companies, restaurants, construction. There's also going to be in the areas of retail as well, and the classes of folks that qualify for these credits would typically are going to be somewhere in the range of 1,500 for folks with 400 or less hours, or 2,400 for those who have in excess of 400 hours a year. And it's a multi-year, 2-year deal that the credits for business owners. But the classes of individuals that typically are going to qualify for these credits are those who are maybe economically challenged. Maybe they're food stamp recipients or were previously. Folks who maybe have a criminal background, so felons would qualify the higher end of certain felons. And then it could be those who are receiving Social Security disability payments, disabled veterans. Those are individuals that can qualify. Those are maybe located or reside in empowerment zones. There's a long laundry list of qualified individuals. There's about 13 classes, and as long as they're in one of those classes and they're performing a number of hours for your company, and you can substantiate, and that means gather the information, then these are wonderful tax credits that business owners can claim. I will say one of the big benefits of this is it's geared towards small and mid-sized business owners, because the credit, you can apply it against regular tax and the alternative minimum tax. Many times these credits or incentives are only limited to regular tax, and many small businesses fall under the AMT tax. So it's very important that small business and medium-sized business and their owners know that they can use this pretty much against any federal tax, income tax that they may face. So it's certainly something that they're going to benefit in the short term. Just some observations I've had with companies that want to optimize this. Since it's really an HR function, or it's a payroll-related function with regards to the hiring of qualified candidates, but it's an income tax incentive. Sometimes the two departments that deal with those are not as interconnected as they should be, or sometimes it's an outside function like an outsourced HR or payroll function that doesn't tie into who's doing the corporate income tax return or the business income tax returns. So it's very important to have a process in place for obtaining and qualifying and ultimately quantifying the credits. We've found that companies that specialize in having a very good process of documentation can pretty much double the credits by qualifying double the number of people. If you can just think in your head, someone who's on food stamps, they're not going to be forthcoming with that information to their employer. But if you have a third party that interviews them and qualifies them, they're more willing to be open about that. So it's a win-win situation when you have folks that are third-party advocates that can help with the process and ultimately not cause any undue uncomfortableness with that new hire that may not want to share that information. So just some tidbits. It's a new hire credit. It's against federal taxable income. It's for a 2-year period for qualifying candidates in some of the areas that I mentioned. 1,500 as well as up to 2,400 and over a 2-year period. And I think small businesses and those in those industries that I mentioned should certainly explore this and see if it works for their companies.